Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
What are the odds, like, right when we start playing Marvel Rivals again, this happens?
I know. You're stealing my talking points, man. You fucker.
Well, stop making them so obvious.
I love this is completely broken containment of Marvel Rivals to it.
Yeah, I think it hit. The NBA was talking about it. Like,
Hawks.
everybody knows.
Yeah, the Atlanta
Everybody
Hawks.
knows we're here
Yep.
for the vibes.
That's crazy. What kind of tournament was it supposed to be? Is it like an official Marvel Rivals one, or was it
It's
like
sponsored by NetEase,
Oh,
but it is
really?
run by a creator.
Yes, but it also didn't start with a prize pool.
We're gonna get into all that
Yep.
today on the Giant Enemy Crab podcast.
Hey,
Hey, I'm your co-host Fliz. I got the jitters a little bit because there's a lot here. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, KylarEmiya
hello.
and Strider.
Greetings.
We hope you're doing well. A lot better than some folks. Some folks lost their career this week, I think.
Oh no.
We're gonna kind of okay. Marvel Rivals is what's really happening. Like, I'm sure I haven't even looked at any other news this week. It's just been dominating everything. As you heard us say, NBA's even talking about it. I'm seeing it in other games. The memes I've seen from the fighting game community is fantastic. They're just out here like they're posting like the most brutal beatdown clips of like, yeah, FGC fighters will do this over like what $1.50 and some Oreos. Like, and y'all out here $40K for the vibes.
Yeah, I've been seeing those a lot too, and I haven't even been looking anything up about this whole thing, so it's like everywhere.
We're just gonna do it. I think we're gonna try to do a comprehensive timeline of how things have gone. I'm gonna try my best. I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur, but yeah. Do you guys just want to get into it?
Yeah, tell me how it all started. Was in a galaxy far, far away.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
So video games are these things you can play.
Okay, too far. Let's fast forward
too far.
A little bit.
All right, if y'all don't know Marvel Rivals, it's basically the new Overwatch, right? It's a team-based shooter, hero shooter. Team compositions matter, player skill matters, individual heroes matter. A lot of stuff goes into this game. It's actually fairly complex at higher levels, right? Maybe not the most. It's not like Dota complex, I guess, but you got to know what you're doing. Recently, there's been a lot of drama over what was eventually a $40,000 tournament between a bunch of creators on Twitch and YouTube. This was hosted by somebody named Bazum, who's a Twitch streamer. It is sponsored by NetEase, and it has turned into a career-breaking and a career-making moment for for I guess just one team of people.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this all started last week. This creator tournament popped up. A bunch of people were invited, including the characters we're going to mention. The main character, of course, in all this being Kingsman. I'm sure you've seen his name everywhere. He has exploded. He better ride this train real hard. It also involved the people on his team who are CC and Zaza Stack would be the two big notorious names. Also Luciaza, I think, who is also involved in this. And then I think there was one person who wasn't there that day who may have just missed the entire boat. What is that? Who's pinging? Oh, shut up. I feel they kind of lucked out because 50% of this was only really good for one person. Let's be real. It all started when they were doing team picks, right? CC is the leader. She's a team captain. She made some picks based on what her chat was saying to her. One of these being the infamous Kingsman. The chat was kind of saying, "Hey, get in there. Let's get this guy in here. He's really good." These are top ranked players. I think he's one above all or Eternity, highest rank in the game.
I think
and
I think he peaked like on console at #1 Magic. It's something like
Okay,
that. Like
yeah.
he is top of the line player.
If you watch all because there's all these videos of full VODs of Twitch streams that went up about this guy, he's cracked at Magic. Like I was watching him play and then hearing the controversy of people bucking his suggestions. I was like, are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing on the screen right now? Like, listen to what this man has to say. Anyway, we'll get into it. On the team, along with Kingsman, we're going to be CC, like I said, Zaza, and I don't even remember who. Oh, Luciasa. And Luciasa is somebody that Kingsman had previously duoed with many times. They were friends. Everybody else kind of doesn't know each other. I can kind of expect that CC and Zaza know each other, just based on the way they interacted during this, right? So this team pick happens, and immediately after, Kingsman goes in to talk with CC, and he's like, "Yo, this is gonna be crazy. Like we're gonna win this." He finds out then that initially this was all just for fun. There was no money involved. During this conversation, I believe, or a little before, he finds out that now there's 40K on the line. Now suddenly, all these people were invited to this. I think Flats said he was even invited. The Overwatch, is he a pro? I don't know. Maybe he used to be.
I don't know if he's technically gone pro, but he's up there like at that skill level. So
he's one of the biggest content creators for Overwatch. He was invited, and then he basically said, I saw there was no money, and I also know how dramatic these things get, so I'm not gonna participate. He excused himself. He was laughing about it. He's like, I knew it. I knew this kind of garbage was gonna happen. So now there's money on the line. Go for it.
Yeah, because I think if I'm remembering the way it worked, it's like everyone who's been invited, there's no money, but before teams are drafted, I think is when the prize pool was announced, because I think they're getting sponsored by NetEase.
Yeah. So I'm going to take your word for it. So yeah, this is run by Basm. NetEase sponsored this. This is like an official event. Now this prize pool's been added, and to give a little background on Kingsman, he's like 20. He's a college student. I think he plays on a laptop. Like he's just doing his thing.
He plays controller, right? I think.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Okay. I thought I saw somebody mention he plays on laptop. Either way, the idea here is he's not like big streamer money. I think he was pulling like 80 to 100 viewers before all this, which also has been noted to lend, like, people think a lot of this happened because the other streamers thought he was like, oh, this little pissy streamer, like whatever, we can just do whatever we want. They found out. So Kingsman goes into this call and he's like, hey, we got what are our team comps going to be like? We got Zaza on our team. And he looks at Zaza and he's like, oh, this is a Widow player who plays on 200 ping. And he's asking CC, he's like, well, Widow's, I don't know about Widow for this, because now that there's money on the line, I'm looking at the other teams. The other teams one team has 5 1 above alls on it. He's like, these people are not going to play just for fun, right? This is 3K a person if we win. So we need to like get serious about this. You think Zaza will switch if we need her to? She can play, Phoenix, or there's other characters that will fit into a team comp that defends against what the current meta of the game is, which is 3 supports, I think, which is the strongest for whatever reason. And CC goes, I don't think she will switch. We can see, but she does, occasionally flex to Hella and Bucky, and I don't know about Bucky, but she does flex sometimes. It's also important to note that she like plays on 200 ping, which is a crazy amount of latency. And even with that being said, like she's good. These are all good players. Like none of them are bad by any means. So from there, that comes to Scrim happens next. But it's noticeable at this point that Kingsman is, I'll even say a little aggressive, but he's excited. And the one thing that he is that I don't see from any of these other people is he's hungry, right? And there's something to be said about people who've been hungry before, where they want something and they like really like they know that they're gonna go and do whatever they can to get that thing. It's really noticeable in other competitive games I've played, in sports I've played. Like there's always a difference between the hungry players and the ones who are just talented, or you know, the ones who are there for a good time. And it shows through his gameplay. Like he's damn good at magic. I think a magic pick rate became insane after this. Everybody's just seeing how good the character can be. So it comes time to scrim, which they're going to get their team together. They're going to practice against one of the other teams, and they're going to, you know, in a competitive situation, this is the time that you're going to talk about what you're going to do going forward, how your team comps are going to work, who's going to play what, how you're going to play. This is like the time to do it. You have everyone together in a just for fun scenario. Maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe everybody just plays their own character and does whatever. But like we've said many times, money is on the line here now. Money that means a lot to this guy. So they get everybody in there. A couple of the streamers didn't even realize it was scrim day. Like they're just off the ball, right?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. So he gets in there and immediately he is like, all right, guys, let's do this. What are we going to do? I see I play this, you play that. They're going to play. He's very insistent. The other teams are going to play dive and 3 supports. Simply because it's the best. Also, some of the other players on their teams, one he mentioned specifically is Snake Case, is like a crazy good Venom. Like this is what they are going to do. And I've been in these situations before. Oh, there even happened one in League for Clash a while back, where like it was off-putting how much the person, we picked up a random, how much they wanted to like win, but they weren't like rude about it. He was almost the same way, where he's like kind of trying to give instructions and telling people where to go and what to do. And people can take that poorly. Some people are just not used to that, like a leadership in a team atmosphere. Everybody just wants to everybody's like total democracy. And then somebody comes in who really kind of knows how and wants to lead, which is effective with people who want to listen. Unfortunately, that was not the case with this. Immediately he gets backlash. The main point of contention is he's saying Zaza and Black Widow notoriously has been like one of the worst characters in Marvel. Like this is the joke pick. This is the running it down mid with mana tears pick of like, I don't want to play the game anymore. In the right hands, she's excellent. And against the right team comps and with the right team comps, excellent as well. More often than not, though, I'd say 70-30 split. That's like a loss on your team. Now, I do want to emphasize that Zaza is good at Widow. Like I've seen the gameplay. I've watched all this shit lately. She does not show that in her first game, which is actually about as far as a lot of the reactionary content went. They get to this first game after telling him, no, we're not going to switch. We're not going to do any of that. He wants them to play Bucky. They're like, no, we're not going to. And then one of the other girls, I believe, is it either Cece or Luciasa, is like white knighting hard for Zaza. She's like, don't tell her what to do. You're not the boss of this. Like, just kind of really like, there's 4 people, at least 3 people bucking against him trying to get like shit done. And he's not being rude. He's not saying nasty things. He's not swearing. He's being very cordial. He just is a little aggressive. But that's, you know, what competitiveness is, right? Like, you need that to win.
That's what happens when you start putting that, you know, $40,000 prize pool in there and suddenly money's on the line. Like, it's very hard. You can't expect people to start being casual about that anymore. You know what I mean?
No. Absolutely. And not only that, but these are top ranked players, some of them. Like, they don't get there by being casual. You know what I'm saying? They get there by having determination and rigid, like they have to try. They expect everybody to try. Now, to preface this, unfortunately, Bazum, the runner of the tournament, in his rules, he alluded to there being, I didn't actually get to see the rules of the tournament, but there was allusion to the, like, this is, don't be toxic or you're kicked out. Don't, you know, this is vibes heavy rules, which is where a lot of this vibes ruling comes from. During the first match, he's still going on about, hey, you know, maybe we should switch your characters. Let's you guys aren't listening. He's trying to get his point across that it doesn't matter how good you are at the character. The team comps and the fact that you're going against other people who are as good as you are, if not better, and know how to beat your character with team composition is not going to help you. You're not going to win that just by having this specific character that you're good at. Just doesn't work that way in hero shooters. You can be the best whatever, but if their team comp says no to that, you ain't shit. All right.
Yeah.
The first game, she goes like 0-8. Well, I don't remember the exact score, but she gets 0 kills and gets like 0-6, 0-8. He racks up like double the next best player's kills, like mad MVP. He's like 40-6 or something.
I believe,
and he does
the first round ends with her 0-6 and him 18-2. If I'm remembering,
was it that?
I
Okay, then
believe
maybe
it's
I'm thinking of
It's
the
like
other games.
It's like the end of the first round, if I'm remembering.
The first round. Okay. Either way, it's not a good showing. And I'm going to say what Zaza's feelings were on all this. She doesn't say much throughout any of this. And her response to all this controversy is, I was going to prove how good my Widow was just through gameplay. I wasn't going to switch. I fucking hate my neighbor's truck. Like they turn it on and it shakes my walls and then they just sit there. Like, go somewhere, dude. Holy shit. I can like hear, the mic's definitely got to be picking it up. So my apologies for that. Dude,
oh
they're literally running a car detailing business out of their driveway. My street is lined up with cars all day. If I move my car, my spot will get taken 100% of the time. It drives me insane. It's right in front of my house too.
We should see if they have a business license.
I'm not that much of a dick. I just wish. I actually hope their business gets so successful that they can just get another place and go work out of there. Like that's what I genuinely hope for. I don't like being a dick to my neighbors.
They don't seem to mind.
Okay. They don't seem to mind. It's kind of one of those situations where like I can do whatever I want because I let you do whatever you want. So you're not, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you, and we just live with a little bit of annoyances. We're good. Now I'm lost. Oh, Zaza. Yeah, she was saying that she kind of took a very passive approach to all this, as she did in these voice comms. The next game goes and she does start to do better. And the other girls are saying like, well, you had her on the jitters because you were talking so much. And it's just, which does happen. Pete, you do get like, what would you call it? Tilted from people. Like I know some people who, as soon as anything gets said in the chat, immediately tilted, their game is thrown off big time. The rest of the game. It just happens to some people, regardless of how good they are.
Yeah.
And at this point, they actually start telling him, shut the fuck up. Like in this thing that's supposed to be nice with everybody. And this is what really got me about the whole situation is he hasn't sworn at them at all. I've seen these VODs a couple times and he is like I said, aggressive, but competitive and trying to help. And they're telling him to shut the fuck up multiple times. And every time there's like a lull, every time there's a round end or there's like a new game happening, he has, I think it was Luciasa who told him to shut the fuck up. Like which is weird. The whole thing with that is that she's supposed to be his friend and she like rage baited him through this whole thing. And at the end of it all flip sides and they are no longer talking. So,
oh God,
it's all gonna, dude, it's so whack. So he eventually just kind of goes quiet. There's another person they subbed in who's really good for that person who is missing. And they're kind of talking about the game and making plays. And he's not really engaging with the rest of his team. And then every time he gets quiet, suddenly they're like, God, this guy just won't shut up. And then there's clips of them in their chats during this whole thing, calling him a loser. And then one of the girls called him a loser. And then her response to all of it was like, well, my chat called him a loser, so I was just rereading it out loud. And then she proceeds to say, but he was being a loser, so you can't like...
Oh my God.
These girls ended up seeming so awful. He gets quiet, And then the games just kind of continue uncomfortably for a while and, until he says, "Hey guys, you know what? I think I'm done. I don't like, I'm not, this sucks. I'm just going to go play ranked to cool off and chill." And he's streaming all this. And Kingsman pops out of that group chat and he's about to start queuing up. And he's like, "I don't really want to play anymore. I think I'm done." And then he goes, "Oh, wait, guys, I just got banned from the tournament." And everybody was like, "Wait, hold on." His chat lights up and he's like, "Oh, wait, yeah, I guess I've been messaging Basm a little bit. And yeah, they kicked me out of the tournament. And I guess I won't be doing that anymore." And I saw that and I was like,
Crazy.
yeah, they kick him out after one day of scrims and having like like I said, I will admit it was a little aggressive, but in a good way. Like it was a necessary aggression in a competitive scene. And they're in there saying, well, his competitiveness and the way he was talking to Zaza, and it made my whole chat uncomfortable. And I just, there was a point, I guess, where CC, the captain, said, "I'm going to go take a call," in which it's assumed that she went and talked to Basm, the tournament leader, and basically, as the term they're saying, greenlit kicking Kingsman out of the tournament. Now,
Yeah,
go for it.
because during the scrims, one of the important things is Zaza's boyfriend is gathering
Kaplunk.
Yeah, Kaplunk is gathering like evidence, I would say, although it's
very one-sided evidence.
Like it very much is like cherry picked to show like that he's the problem. And him sending a document to Bapsim, I think it's like right after their last game finishes. I think there's like, but he sends it because he's talking to Bapsim and he sends it, I think, right after the final game. And there's like a 15 to 20 minute delay before he gets kicked out of the tournament, which is where like Bapsim talks to CC. And it's all this information. And one of the important things that Bapsim doesn't do here is he doesn't get Kingsman's like side at all. Like he just gets this Google Doc, he talks to CC, and then they make the decision. Like there's also not like this tournament wasn't like didn't have a like plan for if teammates didn't get along. Like you could have just like rotated someone out, but there was nothing for that. It's just we'll kick him without hearing his side of the story.
Basm reiterated. Okay, so right after all this happened, he came on and said, "Blame me for all this. I take full accountability." And he started to give some shit about, well, we have a zero tolerance policy, and I mean zero tolerance for any toxicity and all this. And I'm sitting here like, did you not? He didn't, obviously. He didn't hear how toxic everybody was being to Kingsman the whole time. This was straight up like the reason why Kingsman got so much love from this is this was just bullying. Like he was trying his best. He has reasons to do it. And there's people just like, "Nah, you're ruining our vibes. Like, we're not going to listen to you. Like, we don't care." They actually made fun of him for being poor. Like they were like, "Yeah, you're just broke."
God.
Like you like, I got to be in college. Like, I think one of the quotes is CC's on her stream and she's going, "Oh, well, I'm going to be in college for 6-7 years." Like, it's like, like just really reprehensible, disgusting, like bully behavior. And this is what, like, as a ex-streamer, I guess, like this shit does happen. Streamers get these huge egos over nothing, and they're in these echo chambers where people are telling them, "Oh, you're the best, your decisions are all right." No matter what they say, their chat is going to tell them that they're right, and these people start to believe it after a while. So all this went down, and the wonderful thing about everything happening is that, of course, Kingsman was live during all this, right? And so he says, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna upload a VOD." Not even, it's like minimally edited. Maybe there's like one or two things he left out, which I did look into. I actually went and looked at everybody's side of this. I watched their videos on YouTube. Like I went to go see what was going on. And he basically put out a just like the VOD of the whole situation and how it went from start to finish. And he kind of was just like, I'm going to let this speak for itself. And that bitch got like 2 million views or something now. Like everybody saw that and went, oh, they did you so dirty. I can't imagine there's anybody who looked at that VOD and went, oh, you maybe, you were in the wrong. They should, except the girls who are on the defense where they're like, well, you were making Zaza sad. And I'm like, it's a competitive game in a competition for money. How are we not recognizing how important this is to some people?
I mean, like, so one thing, like, just listening to it so far is I think it's more of like a team oriented thing where if the majority of people on the team don't want Zaza to swap off of Black Widow and only Kingsman does, and that's just a democratic, like, that's just how it's going to be. And what should have happened is they should have just said to Kingsman, like, look, we just want she wants to play her character. We don't care if we win or lose this tournament. So if that's going to be a problem for you, you should probably try to find a different team, because that's just how it is going to be. But they did not handle this situation.
No, this could have been handled so much better by everybody involved. Actually, not. Kingsman did pretty much everything he could. Like I said, aside from the aggression, because their main contention, you spent an hour saying that, and he's like, well, I'm sitting here like, you guys didn't listen at all from the start. You didn't even try to understand. You just went like vibes and Widow, and it was just a weird way to put things.
I don't know it, and to have anyone on your team be expected to just think that it's okay for you to just run whatever you want in a competitive environment. Like, you shouldn't go into it expecting to even play your main, because usually, like, they're going to get banned because the enemy team knows that you play them. That's usually what happens, right?
Later on, Kingsman mentioned, I was listening to him talk, and he's like, yeah, I was playing in I don't know if it was semi-pro or some sort of, he was in a tournament, and their team had some name as in like the Flexticles or something, because all of them had to continuously keep flexing to stay in the game to win. That's part of the idea in Marvel Rivals, is that you can, if your character's not working, you can switch at any time. That's the whole point of a decent hero shooter, is that you counter not only with your skills, but with your hero choice, right? So
yeah.
For them to not want to switch, and they also defended, I think CC said like, oh, there's a ton of one tricks in this tournament. This is how it should be. Unfortunately, the team that she picked having a frontline dive one trick, I guess he's not a one trick, but having magic and then having Widow in the back line didn't really work out too well. It seemed it was kind of counterintuitive, especially knowing that like she knew how Zaza was probably not going to switch. She mentioned it way in the beginning. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Kingsman uploads this video, and I think it blew up. It, like I said, like it became news outside of Marvel, outside of video games. There's fighting game memes, there's NBA memes. It got like worldwide popularity. Slow news week, but that's what's happening this week. After this happened, CC messages, we didn't know this at first until Kingsman leaked it out, but he's like, you know what, because this is happening, I gotta put out this too to defend my name. CC messages Kingsman, and she's literally asking him to take down the video. She's getting harassed, and she's still being a dick in the messages. Like, she didn't message, oh, I'm sorry. She left like, it's triggering my panic attacks, and you don't know what you did. And it was like you said, nobody did this the right way. I don't know. So his shit blew up, right? And because of how poorly these girls acted, NetEase even took notice and they felt bad. It was like a real underdog story of like this little streamer just got bullied by all these other streamers. The one it kind of reminded me of is was it Ashurion? I don't know if you guys remember.
That sounds so familiar.
It's the computer company when I was streaming that sponsored everybody, and then they
the one that shut down.
The one that shut down because they did a stream where they were giving away one of their PCs to a streamer that they sponsored. Live on camera, though, they looked at her follower and her average viewer count and went, "No, that's too low. We're not giving you the PC that you just won through a lottery." That company, it failed. I still have my because I was sponsored by them for a minute. I was in their chat logs, and like that company got bankrupt real fast. Because everybody saw that bot
or something.
Yeah. I was in there. Everybody I knew was sponsored by them, and just seeing the messages of everybody, like it was a big Twitter group, and everybody in the Twitter group after that clip came out of them shitting on that small streamer was like, "Nah, I'm out. Nah, I'm out." I literally typed in there, "I'm staying here for the popcorn," and I sat in there watching everybody's like, "I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving." And the company eventually failed. Like you can fuck up your PR so bad with this bully mentality that your company will fail. And if you think of these streamers as their own little company, that's kind of what happened. So Kingsman, like I said, NetEase took notice of this and said, "This is jacked up. Here's enough in-game currency to buy," like they gave him like 18,000, you said?
Yep, 18,000.
18,000 paid currency so he could just buy all the skins for his character he made. And then that night, I think he got raided, and he went from, I don't remember how few followers, but over the course of this, he's over 100,000 followers on Twitch from wherever he was, which was probably like 10K, 20K, somewhere around there.
I don't even think it was that, because this also made him partner at the same time.
I took a screenshot because I was curious, because he's live right now. These are his stats, his goals. This is how many he's gotten as of right now.
So if he's got 17,000 subs,
500,000 bits, and almost 200,000 extra followers. I don't know where he was at before this either. So that is absurd.
Bits each. This tournament money means nothing to him anymore. We can say that much. This dude paid off his college with this easy. So he blew up. Not all, but like even I remember Flats was saying he rated him. Everybody rated him to the point where he went from 100 viewers to like 28K max, a peak for one night. Like it's like they made this whole thing made his career, and all he had to do was put up with this bullshit for one day. Which is crazy because like hearing the way they talked about it, these nefarious streamers, is like, why wouldn't you want to try? Like, this is the game that you guys stream every day. You're really good at it. And now you're about to get paid $3,000 for playing a couple games of this thing that you do all the time anyway. And you're not going to try and like, it's like, you're really so spoiled that like you don't see the like how you should react to this.
And even like disregarding that, if you have someone on your team that really wants to win because they're like, I'm a college student and I really need money, I really want to win this, you guys, why would you not try at that point? If it doesn't matter to you anyways, why would you not want to try? Like,
okay,
because he's poor. And we hate the poor.
Okay. I pulled something up to check. Supposedly, he had on Sunday, January 18th, he had 16,439 followers.
Okay.
And now he has 198,160 something. Like,
what a killer!
He has gained 182,000 followers in the last 7 days.
Jeez, that makes me so happy. My boy, the true underdog story.
He's one of the top streamers now. He has to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see, because I still remember from that computer thing I was talking about where that girl got not these numbers, but like everybody lumped onto helping her. And I think she
It'll
fell
drop.
pretty quickly just because
It'll
she was a small streamer and she wasn't used to like supporting all that. So she just couldn't, it
Yeah.
was just the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
It will drop,
it's
but
totally gonna happen. But still, like even what he's already gotten already is like life-changing money. Like
yeah, he doesn't even need to, he could just be a Twitch streamer from now on. Like he doesn't even need to keep, like it'll drop, but it'll be a functional career if he wants to make it so. So good for him. I I wanted to, like I said, check everybody's side after all this and see what their thoughts were. So I checked out CC, who she posted a video basically saying refuting how this is all a thing against her, and or not refuting that, but basically saying her side of the story. She says in there, like, I didn't call him a loser. And then she goes to the clip and she's like, well, I kind of did call him. His mentality was making him a loser. So he is a loser. It was like this weird backhanded fake shit. On top of that, if you go to the video, I checked her older videos too. She pitches her voice up to sound more innocent on the most recent video. And all the comments, like, she should disable comments for that video. Everybody is like, you are such a clown. It's just memes and like treating her like shit. Just because it's like the worst. I want to start a business, like a PR business for Twitch streamers, because they don't know what to do when shit hits the fan and they make all the worst decisions. Look at Dr. Disrespect editing his Twitter post all the time. Look at Thor not able to just say, oops, I fucked up. Look at her putting out this video that just fucking ruins her career. I don't know, like, there needs to be some PR classes for these people. On top of that, I wish I could remember his name. He came out recently. And this is involving Luciasa as well. There's a content creator for Marvel. Apparently there's a big Marvel Discord for content creators that they're all in. I think CC is in charge of it.
Yes. That's the one you're thinking of, yes.
Yeah, okay. And go for it.
Yeah, it was a Discord, right?
Yeah, Discord.
And then
I wish I could remember that guy's name. It started with an A, I think. Either way, he came on there. He released a video a day or two ago. Actually, an update to some older videos he had released when this had no traction, about how there was basically a gang of folks in there, including CC, including Luciasa, who basically treated everybody smaller than them like shit in the Discord, to the point where they'd like, he put out a video. Apparently, Luciasa had said some things about him that I think it's something about supporting. No. That was a different thing.
I think.
Integro? Oh, that's the guy? Okay.
Integro, yeah.
Basically, she'd been making up lies about him. So he put out a video, not even calling her out or anything, but just basically disputing the lies. To which Luciasa got hate for that in her Twitch chat. It's funny hearing all these people talk about it, because the first thing on every one of these videos is, now, I don't want anybody to go to anybody else's chat and spread hate. If you do that, I'll ban you from my chat. Like, every video I watched has that prefacing it. It's kind of thoughts and prayers-y at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Thoughts and prayers, anyways.
And CC had actually gave him like a warning, like, hey, take the L, stop posting these videos. Like, we're going to kick you out of this group for Marvel creators. Basically threatening him if he didn't shut the fuck up, which is what they had said in the thing. It's kind of relevant. So this basically showing that this isn't like a new thing. These couple content creators have been like total shitlords for a while. I don't know if Zaza is included in this. I think she got the brunt of it without even really.
She's like one of the least problematic about the situation after.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, she was quiet the whole time.
Like Zaza is the most like what all of like people are remembering, but she's like one of the least problematic in terms of how she treated Kingsman.
Yeah, I mean, I guess her boyfriend is really the one that fucked it all up. Like that's kind of where her fault lies for not telling her boyfriend, hey, don't like everybody was white knighting for her so hard, and people hate seeing that. Now since then, Basm, the tournament creator, has come out and basically said, look, y'all, I fucked up. Like I made the wrong decision. If he's stated multiple times, if he could go back and do something else, he would absolutely have done something else. People have basically not said anything bad about Basm, and the I think Flats had the best take on that, where they're like, people were saying, oh, well, they don't want to say anything bad about Basm because they want to be included in the next tourney, and he's like, I don't think there's gonna be another Creator Cup after this.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
Bafsum's the only one who like accepts, like takes responsibility.
Really, none of these other folks took
everyone
any
else
responsibility.
doubles, triples, and quadruples down. And I want to know if you know anything about it, because like, you know, everyone does their apologies, right? But someone was accused, like checked one of the apologies. I forget who it was. And supposedly it's like a 97% chance that it was just written by ChatGPT.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I want to say it was Zaza, but I'm not certain.
I can only assume it was Zaza because, okay, Luciasa after this basically she messaged her friend Kingsman and is like, it's fucked up. I'm sorry you got kicked out of the tournament. She wasn't sorry for like lumping in on him with everybody else and basically rage baiting him into like not wanting to play anymore and being a shit herself. Just sorry you got kicked out. Then as everything's happening, what she does, noticing that there's like huge drama and all kinds of stuff happening, she goes live, says like, I'm poor, help me out, turns her chat on sub only mode and jacks up the ad revenue, like just puts tons of ads on there and just farms the ad revenue, like, and doesn't even acknowledge what's going on with the drama. I think the other folks did similar things, just kind of cementing how like they're really just, which is weird to be in it for the money after explicitly stating that you fucked everything up for the vibes. You know what I was like? It's really weird. It shows how shallow these folks are. I'm trying to think if there's much else that happened. Yeah, that apology had to be Zaza's because Luciasa didn't apologize for anything.
Yeah, because she's been like there's a Twitch thing about her clip of saying she's not sorry for harassing Kingsman. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Some of the other consequences is that a bunch of people got dropped from sponsorships and similar programs.
I was gonna say, because that was a sponsored stream, right?
Like
these are mice,
Infinity Mice. Is that
Infinity Mice? Yeah, they
dropped
literally
CC.
dropped CC and then got Kingsman.
Hey, let's go. What's it called? Infinity Mice?
Yeah,
I think I need a new mouse.
and I think there was one Solaris.
Yeah,
group,
Solaris
I believe.
ORG. Yep, and CC got dropped from that as well, and the creative program that's tied with it.
Like career in the dirt and all, like. You could fix it. It's reparable if you put a real apology and say, look, I didn't mean for this all to be like this. I got in my own head. I was tripping off my ego. She said like, I wish I'd have done things differently, but I that's like the extent of it because the rest of her apology is bullshit on her here's my side video. Like it might be one of the worst things I've ever seen. Just the idea of pitching your voice up and putting on a VTuber to fucking sound more innocent. It's so obvious. It's wild. You'll have to see it later, Kyler.
The other thing that I want to put out is like when all these people are apologizing on Twitter and everything, there's always the readers added context and just they like continue to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media after. And it's usually CC has a history of doing this, and then there's a link to like examples of her doing that. And it's on like all of the it's on multiple of her apologies and other comments. And there's even one, I think, from Zaza where she says that she's never lied in the context. It's just readers added context. So she has lied repeatedly.
These people lied so much when defending themselves. It's crazy the way they said things happened when there is a full hour and a half video showing exactly what happened from like not everybody's point of view, but like you can hear everybody's voice and what they're saying. The only thing that's missing is when they would mute themselves and say things, and they were talking trash every time they muted themselves to talk to their chat or something. Everybody just acted like such a shit. So I don't know. The only real thing that I could really say is not on Kingsman's side would be that this initially had no prize pool, and that definitely may have like been the catalyst for everything going the way it went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was saying.
Nobody...
Like, if this situation was like, yeah, they started this with no prize pool, so that's probably why they're so casual about it. And how it should have gone is like, look, we're just here to play the game. We're not trying to like be super competitive and like really, really try to win. So if that's a problem for you, like that's just how this team is going to be. Like, don't expect us to be like that. But that's just not what happened. Like they were just being assholes and not. Yeah, that's just not how you do that.
I had the apology video, man. I really was like, because I was listening to all this stuff on Friday. I've been following it for the week since it started. I saw it on the day it happened. I saw it pop up on my TikTok, and I was like, maybe we should talk about this. And then the shit blew out of the stratosphere. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
it was nothing. It was like 1,000 views when I saw it first pop up.
It's like completely like what the Atlanta Hawks were tweeting memes about this.
That's crazy, actually.
Like what? Like what?
And it's just if you get a chance to look at what Kingsman calls the CC files, which is his discussion with CC after everything went down with her, like, oh, you got to remove that post. It's, people are being mean to me. That's like the nicest way I can put it, because she was like paragraphs of jerk ass like demands from him while he's just like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna leave the video.
Let it speak for itself.
Yeah. He handled that part of it so fucking well. He literally ended with, sorry, I'm just gonna let it go, and good luck with the tournament. Like, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm done. I was like, what a king based, as the kids say.
So hip and cool.
I'm happy this went the way it did. I know, right? I'm risen.
What?
Just risen. So I don't think there's been any more news regarding that lately. I think it might be on its way out. I don't know what else could possibly come from it.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I don't know, because like nobody believes anything these girls have to say. I think one of the worst parts of it for me, and it was funny when I was talking to Azumi, we were talking about it, and I was trying to clarify what had happened, and I hated to say it, but it's like these girls are like the worst, most like when chud losers talk about like female gamers do this and that, and you're like, not really, like. But then these girls are like the exact stereotype that these fools are always talking about, which really sucks. It like, I feel like this set female gaming back a couple of years. Like, it's that bad of a reaction to everything.
I remember I looked into this while we've been talking about it, and there was an article that literally said that it said this has set women back 1,000 years.
I mean, that's a little bit hyperbolic, but still, it's a crazy bad look.
It is.
That this is the way it was handled.
I just love the thing that I love about this entire situation is that the biggest Marvel Rivals drama of all time is literally just someone refusing to switch. Like, it's the most, like, in prime and common Marvel Rivals issue, and now it's blown way up. Like,
Yeah. It's literally every other game I'm playing this and I don't care if we're gonna win. And now you see the consequences of your actions. So yeah, if you're playing Marvel Rivals in a game that's about switching characters to counter other characters, you should probably switch characters sometimes. Just saying. That's my personal opinion. I'm tired of solo tanking. I really am. All day today, solo tank. Nobody plays tank. And like you were saying earlier, that's hella funny that all this happened. Like the week we decided to get back into Marvel, all this shit blew up.
That's insane to me.
I think that's a pretty comprehensive rundown of everything that's happened so far. I think Basm's going to continue doing what he's doing. He kind of did what he could to PR his way out of it by taking, good for him. Good for him at least being like the one person, like you said, who accepted fault. None of these other folks have. Yeah, he's the only one who's taken any accountability whatsoever. I don't even think Kingsman had to take any accountability for it. I don't think he needs to, honestly, from, my opinion. He didn't do anything wrong.
He streamed all of it anyways, and he's posted it. Yeah.
Literally go watch it and you'll see. Like, nah, Kingsman did nothing wrong. I'm surprised that didn't trend.
Yeah. The other thing too with Basm, like I can't really blame him either, because if he got like this whole thing from another large streamer, like I could see him totally like believing like, oh yeah, this person's like being a problem. Like, sure, yeah, whatever.
Well, not only that, he got the files that were one-sided that he's running the thing. He doesn't have time to look at all this on the moment. He should have definitely deliberated and talked to Kingsman first.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
especially since they're all streamers. The evidence is right there.
I mean, also, just have something in place for if people aren't getting along in their teams. Like, swapping.
Well, and he did actually, there were actually subs on demand if things didn't work out for any players. It was just, and he did state in the rules, according to him, that there was a zero tolerance. So there were no warnings to be given, which in a for fun tournament is a little like I've tried to do things with other streamers and like personalities clash all the fucking time. Like you'll think you'll be in this group that's fantastic. One person joins who throws the dynamic off a little bit and suddenly everybody walks away at the end of the day feeling like shit. Like that happens on the regular with streamer collaboration. So yeah, warnings should be a thing, or at least conversations with both sides. But like you said, this was information given to him not only by, PDF file, but also the team captain who it's alleged, like I said, went and had a phone call with him privately and greenlit everything. Which she denies, but also there's kind of proof of it, if I remember, where like you can hear her go, I gotta go take a phone call, like a boss call or something. And then immediately after he gets kicked out. One thing I did want to clear up is there was one photo shown around of Zaza Stack in game in Marvel saying somebody was telling her, you guys, I don't remember exactly what was said, but something like Kingsman, you guys messed up. And then the clip is of her. It's just the text log from the Marvel Rival screenshot saying, I don't care. He's black. It doesn't matter, or something like that.
Yeah,
that has been kind of debunked. That could be literally anybody on a alt account pretending to be them. And I think she even showed screenshots of her match history to show like, I haven't played since the day that happened.
She's made her match history public as well, so you can go and check.
Yeah. So this is why you got to surround yourself with the right people, right? Like she seems to be almost like if she'd have just defended her point and then nothing else happened, like this would have been fine, but she surrounded herself with all these white knights and fucking like dick riders, to be honest, who were like just coming to save the day and blew everything way out of proportion to the tune of, making and breaking careers. So I'm definitely like I'm not on the Zaza hate train, but Cece and Luciasa can not people I'd choose to spend my time around. If I had the choice. based on everything I've seen so far from every perspective. So I don't know. Best of luck to Kingsman. Marvel Rivals is still fun. You should go play it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Deadpool's pretty
Come
cool.
play with us. Yeah, Deadpool came out. It's frustrating because my teammates keep picking him and don't know how to play him, and then I'm just kind of 5v6ing. But you know, everybody starts somewhere, right? I honestly don't think there's anything else. I think that's it.
I believe
Well,
that's
cool.
most of the major things for it.
Was there anything else? What did I miss?
I can't think of anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, we'll call it good. And if you have any updates, let us know, because I actually do want to know. I keep checking, and I've not seen anything new come out. Not since yesterday. So let us know in the comments if you have any little updates for us.
Yeah, tell us.
It's nice to have it's nice to have like drama that's not world-ending news, except then the day after, like more world-ending news keeps happening.
Yeah, Marvel
in the grand
Rivals drama
scheme
is
of
always
things,
fun.
It's I guess the other Twitch drama isn't very fun. The Lucari stuff, that's no good.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know from the sounds of it.
He was streaming. Lucari is I think he's a League streamer. One of those old heads that's been around for a long time. Lots of connections. Not a huge audience, but like been around for everybody knows him. And he's known as a gooner. Like that's his whole shtick.
Oh no.
Except he left some notepad files pop up that were you know when you think of like Jared and his terabytes from Subway?
Oh,
this is like the same
no.
kind of deal. Yeah. And then the funniest take is like after he got caught on stream, like with these, they were basically illicit links to websites that he'd saved with names like family and jailbait, you know, like just all these terrible things. He then decided to, and I think Moist critical footage, he then decided to stay on stream and face tank all the drama. And to the point where he's like, do I need to call a lawyer? I just got to delete every hard drive now. I think he's donezo, like as a streamer. He got banned off of Twitch. He got probably banned off of Kick already preemptively.
Was he played League, you said?
I think he, at least when that was happening, he was doing some League related content. Like he was looking at champions or something.
Did he play top lane?
I was going to ask if he played Jax.
Shut up.
I was going to ask if he played Jax.
Was he a top laner?
I don't know. Man.
I think you do know, and you're not saying anything.
I actually don't know. But
What person was this?
I have no idea.
I've already blanked on the
it's
name.
giving me Lucari,
Kari.
but it's giving me Lucario is a top laner in Pokemon Unite. So that's not the same.
All right. Well,
that's I got nothing else. I'm done. That's enough out of my stupid mouth. Do you guys have anything else for today?
Yes,
I think we can. Oh, go ahead.
There's one big thing. So, spin-off of Arknights released today, this week. Arknights Enfield. Supposed to be set like I can't tell if it's I think it's a spin-off, potentially a sequel. It's like 150 something years after the original Gacha game. But they had a very big and bad issue with with PayPal, where on day one, because they had to disable it after a few hours, when you bought something and used PayPal as your pay service, you got charged someone else's purchase.
Oh dear.
So
What?
everyone was getting charged random amounts for what they bought. You could buy a battle pass. It could for $10. It could have cost you $5 because someone bought $5 worth of gems, or it could have cost you $70 if you checked. So and there's literally like 3K. Like some people were checking and like they were getting like a 3K charge because someone was
Holy
buying
hell.
a fucking ton of like premium currency. So after a while, they just have to completely nuke it. They shut down their PayPal thing. They basically refund everyone, and everyone gets to keep what they like anything they bought is what they did.
And you said that just released too, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So that's like
destroyed their trust with the community. People are so mad. Like
No, it's
like,
a gotcha game. That's part of it. You know,
exactly.
You
Gamble with your
throw in your
wallet.
credit card, you'll pull the lever, see how much it costs you. That's how it works.
Because the thing is, like,
Maybe you get your charge, maybe you get somebody else's. We'll
May
find
cost
out.
you $2, may cost you $2,000.
Spin the wheel.
'cause
Let's go.
I was reading the Gacha Gaming subreddit thread on this because I couldn't because the original where I saw it, I think the thread got taken down where I was reading it. So I had to go find another thread talking about it so I could get some information. And people were literally pissed that like, it's like, I understand what they did, but people are like, nah, they just need to roll everything back and put us in even footing. And it's like, well, I get why, because if you spin something and then got character, you got the banner character, whatever, you'd upset those people by rolling back. But also people are just pissed and going, I'm not going to play the game because some people have 3K worth of free currency resources.
Yeah.
And it's
You'll never catch up.
They have completely shot themselves in the foot at the start of this. Like they're gonna upset a group of people no matter what they did after a mistake this bad.
I honestly I don't understand why they let people keep their stuff. Why wouldn't they just reset the game entirely? Like that's just refund everybody and then
Reset
the game.
But
Yeah.
like you'll upset the people who already got
right.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're upsetting a chunk of people no matter what you do because of this
They
mistake.
really are. You're just screwed.
Like,
You're screwed.
And it's
fucked.
launch, and you need like it's launch, so first impression really matter.
What they
like,
should have done is what they should have is look at the highest purchase that was ever done, right? And just give everyone that. Just give everyone whatever that was.
They never make any money, dude.
It's about the community, all right? It's not all about money.
Because the other thing is like this only affected people who paid through PayPal. Like so anyone who purchased through I don't know what other payment services they provided. Like no refunds, everything worked fine. So like there's also that discrepancy that people are feeling. Like and also like people are just like the Gacha game in Reddit, the people there. I was like, what do you want them to do? They're like fuck no matter what they choose.
Really
But people are so whiny. Like that person got $5 worth of free stuff. I'm never touching one of their games again. Like, okay,
Someone's gonna get it. Someone's gonna spend $100,000 on that game. You're not catching up. Like, I'm sorry, whatever you think. Like, it's just never gonna happen.
I'm not even sure if there's PvP. Like,
Probably not.
I don't think there is right now. So,
Whatever. That's funny though. That's pretty crazy. That's actually the that was not what I was expecting to be wrong with that game.
yeah, no, I've never heard of it, but it was like it was a PayPal error. I think, like specifically, it was something on PayPal's end. So,
Is it just you can't spend any money on it, or have they
Like,
fixed it? Any idea?
They've I believe they fixed it. They refunded everyone who did the PayPal error. I don't know if PayPal's still a purchase option or not, but everything like the other payment services worked fine. But also, like, just imagine some dude buying a 99-cent bundle, looking at his bank account, he's got charged $3K.
When did this come out?
This came out I want to say 2 days ago. I want to say 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
Like it
And
just,
you got rent due in less than 2 weeks. Oh shit. That'd be terrifying. Oh. All right.
So Lakari is a top.
I knew it. And for those who don't know, Flizz here is also a top laner. That's why he didn't want to say anything.
I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I worry that you guys think I have like some horrible shit that you don't know about. Just because I'm a streamer, I'm a top laner, like I'm all the bad things.
You also go on a lot about cannibalism. That is a thing you do.
That's just because I have mixed feelings on the subject.
It's not helping your case.
The fuck do you mean mixed?
I just don't feel it's as taboo in certain situations as other people make it out to be. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have any interest. I just don't. I'm like, if you're in the Donner Party, like, fuck, that's what you got to do. So I don't know. I have curiosities. I promise you, I'm too boring and lazy to have any weird shit like that. So don't worry.
What a convincing statement.
It's not. I can't
horrible.
win. There's nothing I can say to
done.
win to come out of this. I'm
Yeah,
done.
you
I'm
really
cooked.
can't.
Release the Fliz files.
The Fliz files.
The Fliz files. It's just me fucking yelling at clouds. That's all that's in there.
It's just some of the deleted pods you had to do because you got too drunk.
Yeah, you saw me at my drunkest. All I did was want to see some titties. That's the extent of my life. That's as bad as I get.
Like whining that you're going to be getting anime titties. It's just it's so sad.
I don't even remember. Well, it doesn't exist anymore, so it's not real.
It's not
That's
real.
true. You have no proof. No proof.
No proof. I guess that's it for today. I
All right.
hope it's I hope I didn't destroy. Oh, go for it.
There is one other thing. Because I think we just got information about it, but enough of the Stop Killing Games signatures were verified to be legitimate.
Hey, let's go.
Let's
It
go,
has
dude.
It has verified 1,294,188 out of the 1.4,488,000.
Oh, dang.
Beautiful.
So, like, most
they
of
have-
them were
They have
legit.
Yeah, it's roughly an error rate of 11%, which makes it one of the best error rates that they've had for a citizens initiative.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to see where that goes if it becomes anything.
You
I'm
think they can
and-
save Anthem? Anthem's gone now, dude.
Maybe
Do
they
we
can
need
save
to?
I don't know. Someone wants it.
every game needs to be saved, I guess.
I was re-listening to that old episode and I was like, do I even like I get the feeling behind it, but I don't really want to play like old dead games, Maybe if I was a game dev or something, or I wanted to like show my kid a game that I used to play. But other than that, there's like enough new stuff for me not to give a shit about old stuff.
Yeah, but it's one thing for that. It's another to have like it all taken from you, especially
yeah.
if you spend so much money on it.
I still agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We all good?
Yep.
All right, beautiful. Y'all go check out Kingsman. What is it? Kingsman 245 or something? What's the whole thing?
Just look up Kingsman. You'll find him. You'll find
Yeah,
him.
you'll
What?
find him. He's everywhere right now. Go watch him. Go
265,
say
I
what's
think.
up.
I want to say at 265.
26. I don't want to type it in. Lazy. I'm done.
I don't want to type it
do
in,
we? Do we all? Are we a Kingsman supporter podcast? Are we all there?
Oh
are
my
we all
God.
on that side?
He
Yeah,
has his-
everybody is.
you said he was streaming, but you didn't tell me what his title was.
What is it?
Good vibes only.
I cannot play a game without somebody hovering widow and somebody saying some inane shit. Like every single game has that.
What? I think there was a post of someone who found a guy named like 40k bands versus Good Vibes that he was playing Widow. Like it's all over. This is permanently etched into Marvel Rivals.
Oh, it's there. It's not even etched into Marvel. It's like gaming in general. Like good vibe. I think Good Vibes is gonna be on T-shirts.
I think pulling
Like,
a
that's-
Zaza now is gonna be like the same level as C9ing. Like it's gonna just be a term now.
Yeah, maybe she could actually make this a good thing if she PRs it right. But who knows? Probably not. I think those three careers are much worse off than they were before all this. So, all right, I guess we'll call it there. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them on the video, or if you have a interesting email to send, hit us up at giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok. Those are the things. Leave us 5 stars. I hate doing this. Every video I watch, hey guys, we're gonna get into the video, but first, maybe you want to hit that subscribe and like, but like,
Hey, at least we put it at the end though. At least we put it at the end.
yeah, which makes it worthless. So
Yeah.
you know, if you stuck around this long, I don't have anything else to give you except a big thank you. Thank you to
Ooh.
everybody who came and listened and just said things, whether they were nice or not. We love all that, so please keep it up.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later.